Our pleasure to welcome into the program now from SECSportsReport.com, Jay Holgate, to talk about anything and everything involving the Southeastern Conference. And Jay, hope you're doing well. Happy Friday to you.
Hey man, happy Friday to you guys. It's I'm getting all these phone calls and emails that they're shutting down a lot of stuff up here in North Atlanta tomorrow. So I know that same weather pattern is headed you guys' way.
Yeah, we're loading up, getting set for the second blizzard of 2010. We already had the first blizzard earlier hit the Palmetto State. This one is supposed to be even more tenacious than the first. So we're hunkered down. We have lots of bread, water, and rations.
Man, I've been fasting for 18 days on just fruits and vegetables. So yeah, I'm doing a 21-day fast. It ends on Monday. So there's no milk, none of that stuff. So I cannot wait till Tuesday gets here and I can finally get some red meat again.
Yeah, go out and get a big old steak.
You got it, man. I'm dying for it.
Fasting. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
Man, it's a new challenge for me, but you ought to try it sometime.
Good luck. Well, speaking of challenges in the SEC on the hardwood, the Gamecocks had a huge one on Tuesday night. They answered the bell. Big win for the Gamecocks over the Wildcats, and that has sent shockwaves not only through the SEC but around the country.
I agree, and I think Darren Horn. We talked about it before the game, and I said, let Downey shoot the ball as much as he wants to. If he gets half the points, that's okay. Slow the pace down, and don't get in a run and gun with these teams that have depth. That's going to be the formula from here on out. I think you're going to just see South Carolina slow the ball down. They're going to let Downey get as many points as he can. When teams double team them, they'll pass it off. As long as Rayleigh Ross can nail his shots and make some free throws, it's a winning formula. I think they stay at around 54 points. That's a win for them. I knew about second quarter, about halfway through the second quarter, I knew that South Carolina was in a very good position to win. As you start moving toward the second half, late in the second half, it starts favoring the home team because the crowd starts getting involved. The opposing team's on the road. It just starts working in their favor. And Downey was just, man, everything was sinking. Rayleigh Ross was making his shots, and the big men were getting some rebounds. And so that's a winning formula for South Carolina.
Yeah, they definitely played one of their best games of the season and were up for the challenge. Great atmosphere. It was just a night that will not soon be, if ever, forgotten in Gamecock athletic lore. It cost them $25,000. You going to write the check?
Man,
there was a rumor that you were going to write.
Well, I may have to send some money down there for it. I got to be a little bit careful about that kind of stuff because I'll have to tell you a story about it later, but I can't have my name associated with any universities right now. I don't want to be under kind of any NCAA investigation.
Yeah, well, there's lots of they love investigating the SEC. Yeah. You will have to fill us in on that story.
If you give any money to the university, the NCAA tries to make you out to be a representative of the university.
Oh yeah, they're very strict on the booster policy. Well, one thing I give USC credit, they're trying to put the clamps down. Now, some people don't like this rule. I understand why they're doing it for safety purposes, and there's been a report now that DeMarcus Cousins, it was reported in the Lexington paper, of course, Bob Shields from Channel 19 in Columbia, reported that he was an eyewitness to an altercation between DeMarcus Cousins and a USC fan that was trying to get onto the floor where he allegedly repeatedly hit a kid a few times during the scrum. I call it a scrum during the rush onto the court. SEC fines USC $25,000. The Gamecocks say, okay, we'll pay you the $25,000, but we think you should send it to Haiti.
Right.
So now it's your move, SEC. You're going to take put it in your bank account, or are you going to let the tragedy in Haiti just look the other way?
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how the SEC office answers that one.
Yeah, I mean, I never did hear if they cashed Urban Meyer's check for his that fine. Didn't he get a $25,000 fine too?
Maybe that's why he had to come back to coaching.
Yeah.
Take the time off.
Yeah.
And LeBron James got fined $25K for kicking a Gatorade bottle. And $25,000 isn't what it used to be, I guess.
It is to me.
Yeah.
It is to me.
If somebody fined me $25,000, I would be in big trouble.
I'd be laying on the floor crying.
I would be in
Man.
big trouble. That's when I would probably leave the country.
I gotta go stroke a $2,000 check today to pick up my wife's car. Our deductible was pretty high, and she was in a car accident a week ago, so I'm feeling a little pain myself.
Well, the SEC's got a few extra dollars, so you might want to stop by Birmingham. Before we let you go, your thoughts, USC Georgia this weekend, let down. I sense I'm not going to predict they lost for the Gamecocks, but I think they could be in for a fight. A dog fight, if you will.
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, I do think that a lot of times after a big win like that, you can a team cannot play as well the next week, and we've seen that time and time again. The one thing about them is I do think that this team, that they matured a little bit from this game, and it gave them a level of confidence that they probably didn't have before. I mean, at some point this week, Darren Horn has sat down with them and said, hey, listen, you guys played toe-to-toe with the #1 team in the country. You can go out there and play with anybody. We're just going to play our game. We're going to slow it down. We're going to let Downey get his darn 30 points. Everybody else, you contribute where you can, and we're going to win these games close. I think they can beat Georgia. You know, I get Mark Fox's stuff. I see what he says, and I think he's a good coach, but I don't think he's not as confident as probably as he needs to be. I think South Carolina, they got to finish out strong if they want to have any chance.
Jay, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week. Jay Holgate, SECSportsReport.com. For Bill, I'm K-Mac. Have a great Friday.
See you guys.